Hi, tournament parents. Hope you're doing well. Just wanted to do or give you a tip of something I've been doing in the tournaments with the kids lately that I think has been really beneficial. And I do it with the kids once in a while. I think you can maybe do it at home. And it's just kind of go through the scorecard and be a little more practical about how we can drop scores. So I think this is something I do with the kids often. Like I pull up their last tournament score. Something I'm recommending you do at home once in a while. Like you pull up the scorecard and you see what they shot. And like especially if it was a bad day. It's like easier if it was a bad day. So like let's say they had a bad day, they shot 90, right? And they're like, man, I shot 90, I hit this bad, I hit this bad. And you kind of break it down for them. And like I go hole by hole and I go, look, like this hole was a triple. So usually how you get a high score is you have like triples and doubles. This hole's a triple, this hole's a double, this hole's a triple. If we just turn those into bogeys, now you shot 82. Would you be happy with an 82? And they're like, yeah, I mean, obviously on that day for sure, right? And I'm like, that's 4 holes, right? If you're playing 18. So that's like, that was 4 holes where you had a triple, a double, a quad. Like if we just fix those 4 holes, you're at the score you want. And you can also do it to break the beliefs that kids have around score. So I have kids that are like, my goal is to break 80, but it's just like so hard. And I'm like, cool, like what was your best tournament? And they're like 84. And I'm like, let me get that card. So we pull up the 84 and it's like, oh, they had a triple, they 2-putted, they 3-putted twice. And I'm like, if you just fix those 3 holes, you just hit your score goal. Like you just broke 80. 3 holes, it's 3 shots. All we have to do is fix those little things. And so obviously every tournament you could have also played worse, but the reason I do it that way is I show them. Sometimes it seems so far away and it's like, hey, like it's usually just a couple holes. And most people think that, most kids especially, that you win tournaments by making birdies and eagles. That's not true. Of course, to shoot low, you have to score and make birdies and eagles. But for most kids, they're trying to shoot lower numbers. They're in the mid 70s, mid 80s, 90s. All they have to do is make less mistakes. And golf is a game of who makes the least mistakes, right? And so you just have to show them like, hey, this isn't about hitting insane shots. You don't have to make hole-in-ones. You don't have to make chip-ins. You don't have to hit your driver 300 yards. You literally just have to like not make triples. And if you just hit more fairways and more greens and you can kind of lag it up there and make some pars and bogeys, you'll probably hit your target score goals way faster. So unless you're already scratch, which this is a different conversation, most kids, it's just minimizing big errors. And that's so much more accessible and reachable than kids think because they just think like, oh, I have to fix all these things. Like, no, you just have to fix the 2 slices that went OB and we just dropped 6 shots on your tournament, which you're going to be way more pumped with. And it's not about having a perfect shot, perfect ball flight, perfect contact, perfect green reading. You just got to fix those big mistakes. And so I like that. Go through the scorecard with them, show them, and just be like, hey, just go through it with them and be like, where was our blow-ups? Oh, we had 3 triples. If we just turn those into bogeys, right, that's 2, 3, 4, 6 shots. Right? That's a lot of difference. 6 shots is a lot of difference, right? That's the difference between, 72 and 80, or 78. And so it just makes a big difference in very few shots. And so showing them like, hey, it's way more accessible than you think. We just have to focus on these couple things. And it's really just big misses. It's not every detail. Of course, we want to improve all of it, but the big misses cause the big numbers.